I don't know if my little guy is going to
Hey
like this.
everybody, how are you? Welcome. We're so excited that you could join us for this membership overview. We're going to keep it brief today, hopefully under 30 minutes so that you feel like it's concise and it's enough information for you to just take little nuggets away and start to use the oils that you already purchased. That's the purpose of this call today, is for you to feel empowered on different ways that you can use the things that you bought either at a class or at a one-on-one or online from one of us, but that you have the support and the tools to get started. So we're actually going to jump right into talking about our top 10 most commonly used essential oils. And Megan, who's in Texas today, is going to share with us those single oils first from doTERRA, and there are 6 of them.
Yeah, so I'm going to tell you guys just a little bit about my favorite ways to use each single oil that are in these kits there. Starting with that lavender, I really have found that it works amazingly well on skin irritations. Like, say if I get a quick burn while I'm in the middle of cooking, I apply lavender, just a drop, and it's incredible how quickly it helps my skin. With the children, whether it be for diaper rash or any little irritation, it's perfectly safe for them, and it's just been a really great oil for skin irritations and things like that. So definitely think of that. With the lemon, I really love to use that a drop a day, if not a couple times a day, in my large water bottle. I feel like I don't need more than a cup of coffee a day, even if I'm up all night with the baby. Like, it's pretty invigorating, and it's a gentle detox for your body and some immune boost. And then let's go on to peppermint. I would say that's a really nice oil to just kind of flip it over real quick, maybe give yourself a little dab here or behind the ears for a little boost in energy. Definitely dilute and keep it away from your eyes. But it's pretty invigorating, and it'll give you like a little pep, a little energy boost. And then let's move on to frankincense. It's the king. It does everything. Like, how do I keep it concise? I don't know. I really like starting my day with a drop in my moisturizer now. One of our team members suggested that, and it's been really nice. It's very calming. The aroma is very calming. It's a very grounding oil as well. So it's just a wonderful anti-wrinkle type piece to add to my regimen in the mornings. And then I also include it in any roller that I do for immune boosting. So any little DIY roller that I want to make up for the children or for myself, I always throw in some Frank just to help potentiate the other oils, and then for its immune boosting properties. It's a really wonderful oil. Oregano, this is a really great one. Big Guns Germ Fighter oil. I like to have it handy, ready to go. I'm a little kid there. Diluted. And just rub on the bottoms of the feet. The bottoms of your feet will tolerate it really well. Probably better than any other part of your body. You've got large pores on the bottom of your feet, and it's just a great way, especially if you notice that something has already settled in, and you're trying to fight that infection, whatever it may be. Go ahead and apply that, and it's going to be your go-to. And then lastly, Melaleuca. I really like using this one. I'll dilute it and put a little behind my kids' ears. You know, their tubes and their sinuses are not quite as developed as ours are as adults, so they're more prone to ear infections and things like that. So certainly once I see a little bit of a runny nose or any of those other symptoms, this is a really great oil to, not in the ear, but putting it behind the ear, and alternating that with some other oils a few times a day to kind of help keep those ear passages clear, and so it will prevent those ear infections from happening. And those are my favorite uses for those single oils. I love them.
They're so good, and they're so powerful on their own. But I love that doTERRA has also put together these proprietary blends of essential oils that are tailored towards certain ailments. The first step of the top 10 most commonly used within the blend category is Breathe. Breathe is our respiratory blend, and as I mentioned, it's really tailored specifically toward that one part of the body. So anything respiratory support, whether it's conjunctivitis, bronchitis, sinusitis, whether you have allergies or asthma, any any of those things, the Breathe Respiratory Blend just has this beautiful aroma to it. It smells almost like a fresh breath of mountain air, like you've gotten off of a ski lift and you take in that aroma, and it's just so refreshing, and it opens everything up within your airway passages. So we love to use this one within our diffuser at night. It helps to minimize any feelings of sleep apnea or snoring and things like that where you get congested at night. My husband uses it on the bottoms of his feet as well to help with restful sleep. We like to blend it in the diffuser a lot of times at night with lavender as well, so to help us fall asleep and also stay asleep. And then we have our really popular blend, our protective blend called On Guard. This is made up specifically of wild orange and cinnamon, rosemary, clove, and eucalyptus. And these 5 essential oils are blended together with a specific purpose in mind, and that is to protect your cells from any airborne pathogens, viruses, bacteria, things that might come your way. So it basically puts your body on guard to protect it from other ailments in your environment. We use On Guard essential oil on the bottoms of the kids' feet daily for protective care. We also consume the beadlets, which are about 1/8 of an encapsulated drop of On Guard that you can just ingest that way with a glass of water. You can pop it on your tongue. The clove within the On Guard is an analgesic, so it does numb the back of your throat if you do have a sore throat or something like that, and it definitely soothes the pain there. So we love to use On Guard for throat discomfort. We also have my favorite of the top 10, which is called Digest Zen. Digest Zen is a blend of peppermint, anise, fennel, and ginger. And all of those oils are really tailored toward the digestive tract. So any tummy discomfort you may have, but your digestive tract covers your esophagus on down. So even acid reflux, nausea, constipation, diarrhea, motion sickness, anything like that that's discomfort to you, you can just put it right on your stomach or over your throat, and it will relieve the symptoms so quickly. I love to use the Digest Zen even if I'm feeling really bloated or gassy because it works so fast. Sometimes it's like less than a minute and that discomfort is gone. So it's a really powerful essential oil that you can use topically or internally that just works so fast. And then our last of the top 10 is called Deep Blue. And this is a blend of wintergreen, peppermint, blue tansy, and helichrysum. And Irene is going to share a little bit about how she uses Deep Blue.
So Deep Blue is one of my husband's favorite blends. I feel like I've heard often that it's like the blend that gets husbands in on this essential oils with their wives. But during my maternity leave, or right after Clementine was born, he decided it was a really good time to use like his 3 weeks off work to go to the gym a lot. So he was going to these MMA classes, and I was like, all right, we'll see you in an hour. But he comes back one day and he had strained his back, and I was like, well, this is no good because you're supposed to be here to help me. And so I pulled out the Deep Blue and I was like, here's what you do. And I was like, put a little bit of coconut oil in your hand, put a drop or 2 in there, and then rub it on your back. And he was back at it and able to be the helpful man on paternity leave that he was supposed to be. So we love Deep Blue. Now we use the Deep Blue rub, which is already diluted in a lotion, which makes it super easy to apply.
Thank you for sharing that. That's so funny. I mean, I feel like we all get in those like moments where we think we can go tackle the world and then we're like, right. Oh, my aching body.
Yeah, like, oh,
to the rescue. I love it too when it's that time of the month. Like it just helps with cramping and back pain and all of that. So
right, yeah, my sister uses it for that all the time.
Yeah, it's super versatile. So we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty now and talk to you about the ways we use essential oils on a daily basis in our home. The first way is really common because it's super easy, it's very passive, it's something you can plug in and it stays on for hours. We call it a diffuser. You'll see a picture of it here. This is the doTERRA pedal diffuser, but there are so many diffusers out there. You can find them on Amazon. There are links on my website to some great ones, some that are a little bit smaller that run for a shorter amount of time, and then bigger ones that run for longer. But it's really simple to just fill with tap water and add in a couple drops of your favorite essential oil, or perhaps even a blend of a couple of oils. I suggest staying within like the 3 to 7 range when we talk about drops. I know some people like to really go at it, but you don't really need more than that in your diffuser at one time. So the nice thing about taking in the aroma of oils through a diffuser is you're taking in the benefits of the aromatic properties through your nose, right, your smell receptor, and that enters the olfactory bulb of your brain, which is connected to your limbic system, and that's what releases all the serotonin in our body and the dopamine, but can also cause some really intense physiological changes too. So whether that's emotional, or even if you're diffusing DigestZen, you can relieve those feelings of nausea just by smelling those essential oils. People ask me all the time about plugins. They're like, what if I just want to have a plugin in my home to make my home smell good? Isn't that like a diffuser? And the difference between something synthetic being plugged into your outlet in your home is that you're going to continue to smell that throughout the day, because that is a synthetic smell that's actually threatening your system, right? Your nose is going to continue to smell something that's not natural because it's causing some sort of visceral reaction. And for us, we know that our smell receptor is so closely related to our endocrine system, which regulates our hormones. So by smelling something synthetic, you might oftentimes suffer from something like a headache. You might feel that visceral reaction come on very quickly in the Target cleaning aisle, or at Michael's during the holidays, or even in the department store perfume section, where they just have this aroma that is super strong, and you might get a headache from that. And that's the same reaction you're going to get from a plug-in. Even if it's subtle, it has other effects on your body that can be long-term. And so we highly suggest using something like a diffuser that's going to naturally purify your home and the air, and you're going to stop smelling it because it's natural and your smell receptors are no longer threatened by that aroma. But if you leave the room and you come back in, you'll smell it again, right? So you're taking in the benefits passively without having to do much work. Another way that we use the oils daily in our home is by using them topically. Irene covered this, where you can use a fractionated coconut oil to dilute your oils. To dilute them does not lessen their efficacy, right? They're just as effective as using that essential oil on the skin without the dilution. But what you're doing when you're using a fractionated coconut oil is you're actually trapping the oils from having flash off, right? So flash off happens when you take that one drop of Deep Blue and you rub it on your sore shoulder. Half of that oil goes into the air aromatically and isn't staying on the skin to help heal that area. So yes, it does dilute them by being able to cover more of a surface area, but also allows for more healing to happen by allowing the oils to sink deeper into the skin and having a longer duration of healing through that oil as well. So we love to dilute our oils with fractionated coconut oil, mainly because it's a fraction of the fatty acids. So you're not going to have that sticky residue that you would get from using something like a cold pressed coconut oil. There are other carrier oils that you can use in your home, like avocado or grapeseed oil. Those are fine too. We also like to dilute oils when we're using an essential oil that we haven't tried before. So if you're new to something like peppermint or oregano or any of those oils, it's really great to start on the bottoms of your feet by testing out your skin to check for any sensitization. So taking a drop of fractionated coconut oil with a drop of oregano on the bottoms of your feet, testing out where your skin is thicker there, but also your feet are like sponges. There's 4,000 pores in the bottoms of your feet. And so it just sucks all these healing properties into your body and goes right into your bloodstream, metabolizes through your liver, and becomes a part of you. So it's a really easy way to use the oils by applying them with the fractionated coconut oil. Another way that we like to use oils is Megan talked about creating these roller bottles. And this is just something you can do at home. doTERRA does sell them pre-diluted, but if you would like to make your own, there are also links on my website to my favorite roller bottles that you can create at home. So you can make your own immunity blends. You can make a blend specifically for your husband snoring or for child behavioral issues or something like that. And you can definitely dilute the oils with the fractionated coconut oil within the roller bottle. I usually say, as a rule of thumb, 1 drop of essential oil per milliliter for children and 2 drops of essential oil per milliliter for adults. So that'd be 10 drops for a child, 20 drops for an adult in a 10 milliliter roller bottle. The next way that we use essential oils daily is by ingesting them. And we always suggest that if you're going to use an essential oil in a beverage, that you use it within a steel cup or a glass cup. And 1 drop goes a long way. So you don't need to have a bunch of drops of lemon. Just 1 drop of lemon essential oil is going to do the trick. there are 75 lemon rinds within one bottle. So one drop is super concentrated and very powerful. So you can ingest them by having them in a glass of water, or there are veggie capsules from doTERRA where you can actually make your own flu balm or something like that. And then we also suggest staying connected on the Facebook page. This is a really great resource for everyone to be able to ask questions. There's a search bar at the top left that if you're curious about some sort of ailment or issue that you're facing and you want to know if there's already been a conversation about it, you can type in to the search bar and look for it that way. So that's really helpful. Okay, so there are benefits to using the Loyalty Rewards program. If you haven't heard that talked about before, the Loyalty Rewards program is a monthly shipment that will come to your house that is 100% editable by you. You can actually edit your cart up until midnight the night before it ships. Okay, so if you already know that you like doTERRA's supplements and that's something that you're going to be ordering continuously, then it really would benefit you to create a Loyalty Rewards program, to set up an order that will come each month, because there are huge benefits to doing that. One of them is our point system, and these are the rewards that doTERRA gives you just for ordering, just for being a loyal customer. And you start out at earning 10% back, and every 3 months that goes up another 5%. So you cap out at 12 months, earning 30% back of everything you buy in points. And those points are equivalent to an essential oil dollar. So lemon essential oil is $10. It's also 10 PV, okay, or point value. So having those points add up really quickly allows you to then turn around and use them on free essential oils. You're also going to get 100% of your shipping back in points, which is really helpful when you're thinking about rush delivery, which is $12, you'd get 12 points back, or just your regular standard economy shipping. Economy is $3.99 and standard is $6.99. So there are definitely benefits to having the Loyalty Rewards program set up when it comes to shipping as well. The other products that I talked about just briefly, maybe you haven't even heard about the supplements yet. Maybe your one-on-one was just simply about the oils. doTERRA is actually a health and wellness company, right? And the essential oils are a huge integral part of who we are and what we do, but our highest selling product is actually this Lifelong Vitality Pack Trio that you see here on the right. This is a trio of supplements that are meant to fulfill your daily nutritional needs. It starts out with the multivitamin on the left, and this is like what you'll see on the back of the bottle. Is typical to what you would see on the back of a bottle from GNC, Target, or Costco, but the difference is that they're in their food form. So they're recognized by the body and they're very easily absorbed into your body, versus taking something from a big box store that's 2,000% of your daily intake. Because it's in its synthetic form, they have to give you a whole bunch of it at one time, and your body doesn't recognize it as food, and so oftentimes it puts your liver into overdrive, and it's really counterproductive on your system, and then you just end up peeing it all out. So that's a really big difference that I saw right away when I started taking these a few years ago, was just how quickly I felt like my needs were being met. I wasn't reaching towards foods and snacking all day because my nutritional needs were being met by my multivitamin. The XE Omega also comes in a vegan form. It's our fish oil and omega-3 fatty acids and DHA. It has some land fatty acids as well, grapeseed, flaxseed, and pomegranate oil. And all of these essential oils and fish oil and fatty acids are blended together to help the systems in your body. So your heart, your lungs, your liver, but most importantly, your brain. And I find that the XE Omega helps with my focus, my brain function, and most importantly for me, my mental health. I'm a person that throughout my life and also in my family, there is a lot of anxiety. And so I can have my essential oils throughout the day to support me, but also my omega-3s to help me to be more grounded and balanced and less anxious. And then the Alpha CRS Plus is the last component of the Lifelong Vitality Pack Trio. And this one on its own is $69, which is totally worth every penny. But doTERRA does this incredible thing where they bundle all 3 together for $79. So you pay $10 more to get all 3 of them. But the Alpha Serum Plus is my favorite of all 3 because it's the antioxidant blend. So it's what gives me my energy and my stamina throughout the day to run my home, my business, my family, and all the things, and still not feel winded, right? It's giving me the energy I need through supporting my body on a cellular level, which is really powerful. And of course, doTERRA has some other supplements that are great too, like our probiotic and enzymes and things like that. So we're actually going to jump over to the back office. I'm hoping that it will be a smooth transition. If one of you could take yourself off mute and tell me what you see on the screen.
It looks like it's transitioning.
Do you see my doTERRA back office?
I do not yet, no. It's in the middle of a slide transition, it's what it looks like.
Okay, I think I have to stop sharing and then share my other screen. Hold on just a second. Thanks for your patience. Okay, let's try this screen. Tell me what you see now.
You're...
I'm in?
Yeah, you're in.
Okay, cool. So when you head to doTERRA.com, there's a little login up here on the right-hand side, and you can pre-program your member ID number into it and your password. If you don't know your member ID and password, reach out to your upline and they can help you. Reach out to the person that enrolled you. When you get to this screen, you will see that there is 2 different options. You can create a loyalty rewards order, which is what we talked about before, where you'll get something shipped to you every month. Or you can create a one-time standard order. That would be if you just wanted to refill a bottle of lavender and you didn't want to commit to something every month, then you would click the one-time order. Remember, when you purchase something one time, you're only getting 50% of your shipping back and no rewards points. Let's click on create a new loyalty order so you can see what that screen looks like. On this one, you actually get to decide what day you want your order shipped to you, okay? Typically, when this pulls up, there will be days before the 15th that you can select. But for this time, it's only allowing us to pick days after the 15th. So I'll show you the benefits of that as well. So clicking on the 23rd, I'm going to save that date and shop. Okay. Now you can go to the cart, or you can go to the shop and choose anything to add to your cart. I'm going to go over to supplements to show you one of the benefits of bundling your supplements. So right here under specialized supplements, there is something called the deep blue polyphenols. Can you see that? Okay, so the deep blue polyphenols are $59.50 all on their own. But if you go back to supplements and click on the Lifelong Vitality Pack, you can go and add in this Lifelong Vitality Pack. And doTERRA does this cool thing where they allow you to add 3 other additional supplements at a discounted price. So that $59.50 for the deep blue polyphenols, when you purchase the Lifelong Vitality Pack Trio, this goes down to just $20, which is a $40 savings. The deep blue polyphenols are similar to the rub in that they are a natural anti-inflammatory. The children's supplements are normally $35.50 for the kit, and we add these in for $25, which is also a great deal. Similar to the probiotic, it goes down from $34.50 to $20. So that's a really awesome way to start building your supplement supply and also having savings in mind. So going now to your cart, because I've added in some awesome products, I want to now show you, let me move this screen. Okay, let's review our order. So when you go to this review order section, okay, there are things inside the cart. You can see the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and you can see that there's a promotion and a discount given to the US Kids Kit. But I forgot to add my bottle of lemons. You can type something into the search bar, even by just the first few letters, and you can add it that way into your cart as well, which is super helpful. And I'm actually at a total of 80 PV. Okay, now if it was before the 15th or on the 15th of the month, and I saw that I really wanted this month's product of the month, I could add more products to my cart to then have it shipped to me. This is what's really cool, is if it's the 15th or before the 15th, I can actually go over and click ship now and have that product still received, even though my order isn't meant to ship until the 23rd. So I'm at 114 PV. I need to add in 10 more. Let's do balance, which is 20. Okay, and then it puts me over the 125 threshold. So now I'm at 134 PV, point value, okay? And then I can also adjust my shipping. So that's down here under delivery. You can click economy and it'll bring you down to the $3.99. And up here on the right-hand side, you can see your estimated shipping points earned is 4 PV. So now you're at a total of 134.50, and you can proceed to checkout. And if it's on the 15th or before the 15th, you're still going to get that awesome free product of the month. And every single month, doTERRA has a different free product of the month, which is so awesome. And then here's what's really cool is you can go back and let's say next month, I'm like, you know what? I have all the things I need. I really just only need something for something small to maintain my points. So I'm going to add in toothpaste. Whoops. And I know that the toothpaste is only 5 PV. So then I'm going to go back through my cart and I'm going to delete all these other things because I already got them last month. And I have until midnight the night before, so January 22nd, to edit my cart. And this is what's so awesome is that each month you can have it be as much or as little as you'd like. So now I'm down to $8.50 for a total, which is super awesome. Okay, so let me stop sharing my screen here and just say, oops, can you hear me still? Perfect, okay. Oh, there we go. So this is a really brief overview of our back office and how the doTERRA.com works. But if you have any other questions about how to order, how to refill, what things are called, or how to use your oils, make sure that you reach out to the person that enrolled you so that we can set up a one-on-one and guide you through these beginning stages. Because the last thing we would want is for you to feel alone or unsupported through this new change and this new journey that you're embarking on. So thanks so much for being here and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.